Welcome back to the Wavy Music News Podcast. Today's guest is someone whose musical life bridges continents, genres, and whole artistic worlds. We're joined by German, Nicaraguan, singer-songwriter, classically trained vocalist, and six-time Wavy Music Awards nominee, Luana Sandoval. Luana studied opera at the Saarland University of Music under Professor, I'm going to mess this up, Jaron Wundmuller, before moving to New York to carve out her own path in musical theater and songwriting. She's collaborated with industry legends, including co-writing La Soledad with Madonna's former percussionist, Mirako Paris, and even made it onto American Idol season fucking 19, y'all. She's also a storyteller behind the camera. In Nashville, she hosted and produced her TV show, Songs of My Life, interviewing musicians, songwriters, and producers about the moments that shaped them. Her work has earned 5 Josie Music Award nominations, 6 Wavy Music Award nominations, and in 2025, she became a voting member of the Recording Academy. She mentors annually for Sound Thinking and teaches songwriting, vocals, and piano at Sound Collective. And today, she's here to talk honestly about the realities of pay-to-play venues, getting out of deals with concert promoters, and the vision behind her third upcoming album, Divana. And my name is M the Myth, and I'm your host of the Wavy Music News Podcast. And we're so excited to have you on the show, Luana. Welcome. You are a particularly special artist to us, not just being a part of the Wavy's family for so many years, but as our first cohort for the Wavy's ambassador program. So congratulations on being a part of that cohort. And how are you today? What's going on?
Doing great. I'm very excited to be on the podcast. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And I just, first thing first, because that shirt, I mean, we'll jump into it, but I love, if you're listening, Luana's wearing this beautiful black merch, a photograph of you is that a bench, and you're sort of leaning in with your hands on your cheeks like a goddess.
This is the flyer of the show I did with Breaking Sound in Nashville at the Wedge on November 20th.
This year?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's just happened. Can you tell us how was the experience?
It was such an amazing experience. I highly recommend working with Breaking Sound. It's like a promoter, and they would take care of the promotion and ticket sales and the venue, and you just promote it on your end and show up, and they have a sound person there. It's very well organized, and then they also sell your merchandise.
Oh my God, so you had a great experience with them.
Yes.
And is that sort of why, I know one of your talking points you had mentioned about paying to play and the benefits and the pros and the cons of that. Is that something that you wanted to bring up with this in particular company, or was it a different experience than that?
So that's a different experience. So Breaking Sound, I had a very good experience, and the other promoter I have worked with, and fortunately I got out of the deal. I would not suggest working with this promoter at all, because unfortunately you have to pay up front. Like I signed up to play 3 shows. One was supposed to be in Brooklyn, New York next month, the other one in Long Beach, and another one in Honolulu next year. And they wanted me to pay up front for the tickets.
Oh, wow.
Fortunately, I got out of the contract because I said it's not possible, because I can't just pay everything out of pocket and then, being certain if I make the money back, And then they wanted to take me to court because I wanted to withdraw from the contract. They wanted to sue me for $2,000, and I had to report this with BBB. And then, fortunately, a volunteer mediator signed up and to help us out. And so we got on Zoom all together. But still, I had to pay a settlement fee. They wanted to get out of me at least $1,000. Or if I say no, then they wanted really to pursue me to take me to court and get the $2,000 out of me. And luckily, with this amazing mediator from BBB, I only had to pay $400, and now they're leaving me alone. But they scammed so many other artists. It's also out there. It's public. A lot of reviews from other artists that had this horrible experience. So never, ever, ever pay upfront to any promoter, because they tell you, you have to pay upfront for 10 or to 20 tickets. And you have no idea if you can make the money back, because you're also on the bill with other artists for that night. Plus, they also were lying about the capacity for the venue. So, it's a lot of red flags. So
oh my God.
With another attorney or another artist that has been through the process, or just always print out the contract before you sign it.
Yeah, wow. Luana, I mean, just like right out of the gate, going deep, going hard, giving us artists exactly what we need to know to stay safe. And I'm so sorry that happened to you. You are like the most kind and generous and incredibly talented performer that I know. And to have this story and to hear about you being taken advantage in this way is just terrible. I can't believe companies are taking advantage still. I mean, a lot of the music industry works that way, but at the same time, we're the most vulnerable population, and we don't deserve that type of treatment. And this is why the Wavies exist. We're here to uplift artists, and thank you for being a part of our community and helping other artists and sharing this information. So your listeners, do not sign that contract. Call the BBB. That's crazy too. I didn't even know that you could get a mediator or someone to advocate on your behalf. I
didn't know until I went through the process myself. So I'm sharing this. I'm not allowed to expose this company. I'm
sure.
not allowed to say the name, because otherwise they would go after me. I can tell my experience without mentioning their name. And if somebody wants to know who this promoter is, you can message me privately.
Okay, well, yeah, we don't want to get you in any trouble either. Okay, but so back to your music and your career. You've gone from classical opera training in Germany to working and writing with musicians like Muraco Paris. What stayed the same about your voice, and what has completely changed over the years?
So I studied opera for 4 years between 2012 and 2016. But during my studies, I just felt like it's not gonna be something that I want to pursue forever. It's a great technique. It's same with classical ballet or being classical trained in piano. That's a great foundation to be able to learn another genre. So while I was studying opera, I was also composing music. I eventually had my debut performance of my first ballet play called Life of a Dancer, for violin and piano with two dancers. And it felt like, okay, my purpose in life is writing songs and also combining different genres together. One of my role models is Sarah Brightman. She does this classic crossover pop musical genre. I actually went to a show last night in New Jersey and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, she's amazing. And or Pink Martini, another band that I admire, and they sing in 30 languages and do French chanson to Latin pop music, all of that. So that's where I fit in the most, not just singing, covering classic songs, and so writing my own stuff, also advocating for what's going on in the world.
Absolutely. And did you say you wrote a ballet?
Yes, I wrote a ballet called Life of a Dancer. It's inspired by Philip Glass. The music is inspired by Philip Glass, and also the movie W.E., which Madonna directed. So I fell in love with the soundtrack, composed by Abel Korzeniowski. It's the genre is called minimal music.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary babes. We are with a legend. I mean, like, your lore is so mind-blowing. Well, I had no idea. It's so cool, Luana. Okay, so when you moved to New York in 2018, what was a moment you realized you weren't just shifting cities, but you were shifting your entire identity as an artist?
Before moving to New York, I was here as a tourist in December of 2016 until February of 2017 to just explore the city, and I just fell in love with the energy and the opportunities, and I felt like, okay, this is the place I'm meant to be. Because I always felt out of place in my small hometown in Germany in the south. And I always aimed for something bigger, something challenging. So it made sense to move to New York. And also, there's a lot of Hispanic people here. The Latin community is big here as well. And I felt like classical world, Latin world, everything comes together in one city.
You were made for New York. New York was made for you. So you wrote La Soledad with someone who played for Madonna. Can you tell us about that experience?
Yes, that was in 2019, and that was September, I think. Around that time, she was rehearsing in Greenpoint, and she just tagged all of her musicians on Instagram. And at one point, one of her musicians, he started following me on Instagram and liked my pictures of me singing, and then I came across this name, Miroca Paris. Never heard his name. Interesting. I clicked on his profile, and I was like, oh, well, he's playing percussion and guitar for Madonna for her latest show, Madame X. And then I Googled him. I listened to his music, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I like his music. And then I reached out to him and said, I love this song because it makes me feel like this. And I also took this kind of music as well. He said, sure, we can hang out and collaborate on the song. This is what happened. We met. He took out his guitar. He played this lovely melody. And then I was writing the lyrics to it while he was playing the melody. And he is originally playing on the record as well.
It's a wild experience in collaboration. Is there anything that, like, any sort of process that you took away from it, or a lesson or a moment where you realized, wow, this is going to change the way I work? Or was it just, were you in complete awe the whole time? I mean, what a special experience.
It was like a meditation. He was playing this lovely melody, and he's originally he lives in Lisbon, Portugal, but he was born in Cabo Verde. And so he played with famous artists like Cesare Évora, and he also sings in Creole. So his background and his type of guitar playing was so inspiring to me, and just the lyrics just came to me, and it was so easy. It was like a one take thing. It was a spiritual moment.
I mean, as soon as you said meditation, that like blew my mind, because I think a lot of artists need to meditate, and I think a lot of music helps influence a state of like relief or higher vibration, and meditation is like a path to that. But everything you're saying is that does sound like a spiritual experience. I mean, it was. Clearly.
And also, I got to play together with the other musicians. We were just hanging out in the lounge in the hotel, and then other musicians from Portugal were sitting there, and then we just played Madonna's songs in the Portuguese style. And then, now I know the name of the song, Saudade, a very famous song by Cesare Évora, and so I sang in Portuguese for the very first time. I sang Saudade with Madonna's musicians.
Wow. Oh my God. Is there any recording or footage of that? Or
I don't have any footage.
Just your soul memory. That is an incredible story.
Yeah.
Um, you know, okay, you have so much rich history, you really do. And now I'm curious, what was your experience like on American Idol? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I've auditioned like 2 or 3 times, I think, and I never made it past the like booth, but and now I'm too old to audition.
So luckily it was during COVID times, so they had to do it over Zoom. Before you even get to sing in front of Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan, you have to audition for all the producers of the show.
Yes.
So it was August 2020 when I auditioned on Zoom. It was a 5-hour audition, and I was just in my apartment in New York and sang Madonna's song Frozen. I mixed it up with a little bit opera style and some belly dancing, and then I also sang Dust in the Wind, and I sang one of my original songs, and they liked it. And the next day I got the invitation to audition for the Celebrity Judges in Ojai, California.
The next day? Oh my God. So did you, what the heck was going through your mind when you got that news?
I was like, okay, it's real. I'm getting to meet the Celebrity Judges. I'm getting to sing in front of Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan.
Luana,
Yes.
I really want that fan so I can hold it up and make a turkey sound with it.
Oh my God. And is there any sort of advice you'd give to any artist out there who is interested in auditioning for these shows? Because I know it's really hard to get past that first producer round, I think.
It is very hard. It's also getting harder. I would suggest don't be discouraged if it's not working out the first time. And also, let's say you make it past the producer's audition and they invite you to sing in front of the Celebrity Judges. Obviously I was nervous because there's a lot of cameras and a lot of people running around and so forth. I was like nervous the first 5 seconds before I walked into the room. But then I just calmed down, took a deep breath, and also told myself that these people are my music peers and they once were infamous as well. So they started where I started. So they're just human beings, but a couple steps ahead of me.
Oh my God. I love the way you process, Luana. A very calming presence. You are a meditation. Can you talk to us more about like your music and why you write and sort of your sound and why you perform and what is it that makes you tick? What is your why? And what do you want your listeners to walk away with when they hear or experience your artistry?
So I was 14 when I wrote my very first song, and I just had a notebook and my guitar, and because back then I had a challenging time in my life. My parents they were about to get divorced, and I didn't have many friends, and I was more like the outsider in school. So I had a hard time to communicate my true emotions, and I had my notebook to talk to. And then eventually I wrote a song. My very first song is called Who Am I? And then that's the beginning of my songwriting career. And I felt like, okay, music has something healing, and that's the best way to express myself.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I would so agree. One, with your music is healing and your performances bring so much light and joy into any space that you're in. And then also as a songwriter and an artist myself, I definitely gravitated towards music and generating it because of its healing properties and all this information I sort of didn't know about myself that was buried under the surface. Okay, let's shift gears here. Let's talk about the Wavy Ambassador program and what you're raising funds for. What project is this? And can you tell us more about it?
Yes, so I'm happy to have joined as an ambassador. I feel like it's a great program and great community. And I want to give back to the community. I'm right now raising money to hire teachers for songwriting or piano lessons so I can gift it to somebody else.
Oh my God, Luana, that's what you're not. So it's not even going towards your upcoming album?
No.
Your goal is to raise money to gift teaching and sessions to other artists. You guys, okay, mic drop. What the hell? Let's in this podcast. The Luana just won the ambassadors program. It wasn't a game, but suddenly she's the winner. That is amazing. I did not know that, and I'm so touched by that. So listeners, please go donate. We'll put link in show notes, and spread the joy and light that is Luana Sandoval. Are you picking certain people in mind that you have? Are you thinking about a certain population that you want to gift, or is it just artists who have a need for those services?
I feel like, sometimes there are artists out there who are talented, but they don't have the money to pay for education. So I want to see who has the need and who has the drive to also work for it.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Well, bless your heart. That, I mean, is a great cause. You are just truly expanding the Wavy's universe, and that is our mission, is to uplift artists, is exactly that. So you are the waviest ambassador as of yet. No shade to all the other ambassadors. Many of them are working on projects of their own, which is awesome. And so along with this, you are working on your third album, and can you talk to us about it? And what's the title? It's so beautiful. And what is there a meaning, and how did you come up with that?
Yes, so my third album is pretty much the songs that are going to be on the album. Some of them are already released. So some of the songs I wrote back in 2022, and I still have to write about 5 more songs. I have the idea there, and it's called Devana, which is also the name of my record label that I founded about 2.5 years ago. Devana is like a diva, divine, and it's combined with my name, Luana, so Devana.
I love it so much, and it feels like when you say it, something, the air around me gets lighter. Devana. We're so excited to hear the rest of the record. Do you think you're going to be releasing it in 2026, or?
This is my goal, to release it in
Okay.
2026. I'm not sure when. Probably I'm aiming for July or August.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's early.
Yes, to be able to submit it for Grammy consideration.
Period. Yes. Okay. Well, you heard it here, y'all. We are supporting the work of a soon-to-be Grammy-nominated artist. And I don't know if you've already been nominated or not, but I wouldn't be surprised. With all your incredible stories and love and light that you spread to artists, it's definitely needed in this world. We are so lucky to have you as a part of this community. Any advice you want to give that you'd like to leave with our listeners tonight?
Yes, when you have a drive to write a song or to play the piano, just go for it, and never ever compare yourself with somebody else, because we tend to compare ourselves on Instagram, and it's so toxic. So it's good to just shut down social media for a little bit and just focus on yourself and on your own craft and practice. And for instance, you just sometimes when you inspire, you don't have my piano with you.
Yes.
Chords.
Play for us. Do you want to sing something to close out?
Yes, I can sing a song that I wrote when I was in Nashville. I came back last week, so I was there for 3 weeks, And I was just inspired to write a song about a friendship that now is changing because there was a miscommunication. And this, one person thought like it was leaning towards something romantic because of all the affection and gifting the other person, but then it was not. So, and now obviously you don't want to stay confused around that person, so you confront that person and say, hey, in what way do you mean it? So this song is called I Can't Breathe, and I'm gonna sing it on Saturday at the Wavy holiday party. So I'm gonna sing just the verse and the chorus.
Oh, thank you so much.
I lost my best friend, I couldn't see the end. It hurts my heart that we've grown apart. There is a reason why she was here for a season. God only knew her true colors. I did not, 'cause we were lovers. Memories are replaying in my mind. How could I be so blind? I can't breathe, I need to leave all the burdens behind. I can't hold on to something that's gone and makes me feel lonesome. I can't breathe, I need to leave all the burdens behind. I can't hold on to something that's gone and makes me feel lonesome.
Oh my God, y'all, what a treat. Oh my God.
Thank you.
And will this be on the album, you think?
This is going to be has nothing to do with the album, so that's going to be probably
a single release.
A single release. Yeah. I'm going to have Arkai. They are a cello and violin duo. They're currently nominated for their first Grammy, so I asked them to play on this song. This is going to be a collaboration. So.
Insane. I love it. So catchy. And are you a fan of Evanescence? Is that crazy? You sort of remind me of Evanescence.
Of Evanescence, but it's not necessarily my music influence. Like I said, I'm inspired by Madonna, Pink Martini, Tori Amos.
Yes.
Sarah Brightman, Lindsay Sterling.
Yeah, incredible and so good. All right, y'all. So we're going to close out. What a note to end on. That was beautiful. Luana Sandoval, someone who brings classical discipline, global identity, and a real industry wisdom into every part of her work. Thank you for sharing your honesty and your perspective and a preview of what's to come. If you're listening, please go follow Luana, support her releases and her generous fundraising work and her teaching work. She's shaping the next generation of musicians and artists in a way most people do not see. Luana, we are honored to have you on Wavy Music News Podcast. And we'll see you at the next episode, everybody. Thank you.
This was fun.